According to Vanda Track, retail investors on the U.S. stock market invest an average of $1.5 billion daily. To understand the importance of this indicator, it is worth remembering that the average daily trade volume on the world's largest stock exchange NYSE is $3 billion. We will tell you what instruments the investors are buying now. And before we do, please subscribe to the channel and like this video. First place went to Tesla, TSLA, a leader in the design, development, manufacture and sale of electric vehicles and energy generation and storage systems. Retail investors invested about $9.75 billion in Tesla stock during the first quarter. Tesla has grown 108% since the beginning of the year and 934% over the past 5 years. Tesla is the stock most investors want in their portfolio, which is why they invested more in it than they did together in the next 9 positions on our list. Second place goes to the S&P 500 ETF Trust, SPY. This is a type of specific exchange-traded fund created and managed by State Street Global Advisors, Inc. The fund tracks the performance of the S&P 500 index, which consists of the 506 largest U.S. companies by capitalization. In other words, by investing in the securities of this ETF, you are investing in the 506 top U.S. companies. In all, more than $3.5 billion has been invested in the S&P 500 ETF Trust. Since the beginning of the year, the S&P 500 ETF Trust has grown 13.8%, and over the 5 years by 53%. By investing in SPY ETFs, retail investors will diversify their investments as much as possible and get a broad market return of 10 to 12% per annum. There is an opinion that investors who try to beat the market more than 90% of the time fail. In third place is retail giant Amazon, AMZN. The company, as a telestore and marketplace, offers the sale of goods and its own electronic devices, Amazon Web Services, Oz, cloud services and Prime Video streaming services. The investment in Amazon was more than $1.75 billion. Since the beginning of the year, Amazon has grown by 50%, but in 5 years, only 48%. In fourth place is the world's largest company by capitalization, Apple, AAPL, which designs, manufactures and sells smartphones, PCs, tablets, portable devices and accessories. Provides support services such as App Store, AppleCare, Apple Arcade, Apple Fitness Plus, Apple Music, Apple News Plus, Apple TV Plus, Apple Card, Apple Pay service and cloud services. Retail investors have invested about $1.7 billion in Apple stock. Apple has grown 41.5% since the beginning of the year, and 273% over 5 years. Apple is a must-have stock in your portfolio. Imagine in 20 years, Apple stock is up more than 61,000%. Fifth place goes to Nvidia, NVDA, which is a leader in semiconductors. The company provides graphics, computing and networking solutions and manufactures graphics processors. Nvidia retail investors have entrusted about $1.37 billion. Nvidia has grown 194% since the beginning of the year and 518% over 5 years. The company has been the leader among growth stocks in the S&P 500 and Nasdaq indices since the beginning of 2023. Analysts argue that Nvidia benefits from the development of artificial intelligence technology because its chips are directly used in the power of AI arrays. Sixth place went to Invesco QQQ ETF, QQQ, focused on the Nasdaq 100 index, which includes the 100 largest companies by capitalization from the technology, communications and consumer cyclical sectors, etc. The fund is managed by Invesco Capital Management LLC. By investing in this ETF, you diversify your investments in America's most capitalized market. Retail investors have invested more than $1.35 billion in the Invesco QQQ ETF. The Invesco QQQ ETF has grown 37% since the beginning of the year, and 102% over 5 years. Seventh place goes to search giant Alphabet parent company Google, Google. The company operates through segments of Google Services, Google Cloud, etc. More than $1.2 billion has been invested in Google. Since the beginning of the year, Google has grown 40% and 116% in 5 years. Among the top 10, Google has the best estimates of analysts regarding growth prospects, also due to the progress in integrating AI into its services. Eighth place belongs to another semiconductor leader, Advanced Micro Device, AMD. The company operates in 4 segments: database, client, games and embedded segments. AMD turned out to be quite attractive for retail investors, who invested about $950 million in the stock. In 2023, AMD stock is up 96%, and in 5 years as much as 755%. AMD, like Nvidia, has great growth potential due to the frantic development of AI technology, which requires the use of semiconductors. The 9th position is held by Meta, the owner of the world's largest social network, Facebook. The company operates in 2 segments: family of apps, Facebook, Instagram, Messenger and WhatsApp, and Reality Labs, the metaverse meta-universe. Meta, due to the small price at the beginning of the year, has attracted approximately $780 million from retail investors. Meta growth for 2023 was 127%, but for 5 years only 35%. Meta's shares dropped significantly in 2022, in particular due to the billion-dollar investment in metaverse, which is not yet profitable. But in the long run, these expenses may pay off and significantly increase the company's capitalization. The technology giant Microsoft, MSFT, rounds out our list at number 10. The corporation develops, licenses and supports software, services and devices. It operates in 3 segments: productivity and business processes, the intelligent cloud, and personal computers. Buying Microsoft is always a good idea, and the proof is more than $760 million invested by retail investors. Since the beginning of 2023, Microsoft stock is up 40% and up 232% in 5 years. Microsoft has invested about $10 billion in OpenAI, the developer of ChatGPT, and is one of the growth leaders thanks to AI technology. It is worth noting that our top 10 includes the big 5 big tech companies: Apple, Microsoft, Alphabet, Amazon and Nvidia. Their total capitalization reached $9 trillion in May 2023, which is about 25% of the value of the entire S&P 500 index. Also, all 8 stocks on our top 10 list were among the top 20 stocks from the S&P 500 index that delivered a 7% return, for a total S&P 500 index return of 7.5% for the first quarter of 2023. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel. See you in the next videos.